Before we start, I want to call on our ancestry, because this is what we want to be able to expose to you of who we are as peoples of these lands, and that we must continue to coexist with one another. So I spit them out. Yeah, hey, yeah, 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 hey, yeah, 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 hey, yeah, 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 yo, hey, yeah, yo, hey, yeah, yo, yeah, yeah, yo, yeah, 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 yo, hey, 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 yeah, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, 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 hey, yeah, yeah.
Well, where I come from, I grew up not having a regular family doctor, and I think I was 14 when I first seen the first Indigenous physician in my community, and so it's a way for me to connect with people that are in the same journey as me. So it took a long time for me to find mentors, and I'm really grateful for the community in Manitoba, but I think it's really cool to connect with people across Canada. So our people learn from each other and from intimate connections and spaces. So I think us gathering is really special, and I wish it could happen more, but happening once a year is like a good, especially in the summertime, because we're all burnt out and we get a chance to get to know each other and meet new people. Indigenous-led spaces like this are special because this is how our people learn, it's how we connect, and this is something that our med schools cannot teach us. And I think it's really special that we have an opportunity to gather once a year.
It's easy to see how we've grown because people look around and they say, wow, I went to this event 4 years ago in St. John's, Newfoundland, and there were 60 people, and now I'm looking around and there's hundreds of people. But there's a story behind those numbers. And for me, the story really comes down to the truth and reconciliation calls to action and working with our partners, whether it's funding partners that help us in a general way so that we can increase capacity, have more staff. We have an event planner on staff now, which is fabulous. But also with the schools. We've been working closely with the schools for the last 5 or 6 years on their reconciliation journey, and providing this as an opportunity, something tangible that they can be doing to help improve the health of Indigenous people in Canada by supporting their medical learners, by supporting their staff and faculty to come to this really important event. I spoke earlier about in 2019 being on the Memorial Campus, and I think we had 11 students that were sponsored by schools. And this year we have over 100 students being sponsored by schools. This year we've been able to incorporate things like, we had wellness sessions yesterday. We had powwow dancing, we had jigging, beading, nature walks, two-eyed seeing teachings. It's just been so nice to be able to fill everybody's cup with culture while we're together.
I had some incredible mentors that really sort of showed me the way, that had been trailblazers, before I came along, that really showed how they could incorporate their traditional teachings and bring that sort of heart-centered approach into what can sometimes be a really cold process, practicing Western medicine and working within these systems that have often been really harmful and really disempowering for our people, for our relations. IPAC to me has just been community. It's been mentorship. It's been connection, where I think very few people really understand what it's like going through this sort of journey or taking on the responsibilities we do as a doctor, but having to navigate that tension of a very different worldview, that sort of European sort of colonial worldview and idea of what medicine is and what health is. It often clashes, I think, with what we believe and what we know to be true in terms of what makes us well. Our connection to the land, our connection to everything around us and our communities and our concept of health and healing is much bigger than just that sense of individual individual wellness or lack of disease, you know. Being in this space, being in community with my friends, my mentors, my mentees now, I guess I'm at that point in my career, it's what I look forward to all year. We get 1 or 2 of these sort of opportunities every year to gather, and it's what sustains me the rest of the year, quite honestly. These are people who we can sort of debrief with, we can hold space for each other in circle. Sometimes I'll come to one of these events feeling really strong and maybe I'm the one lifting others up, and other times I come feeling kind of smaller, feeling a little more drained and relying on my friends to lift me up. We have physician members at all stages of those journeys now. You know, we when I started on this, we had, again, very few practicing physicians, very few of those ones who could act as mentors, and fairly few students and residents. Now we're at a point where we have, again, hundreds of us who are in this position across the country and across Turtle Island, and we've hit a point where I think we're hitting that critical mass where we really have that ability to influence healthcare in urban spaces, healthcare, you know, in communities, rural, urban, you know, all across Turtle Island. So there's a space for you here within this circle, no matter what it is, where you come from, or what it is you want to do with your work in medicine.
One of the things that really moved me so far in this conference was just the love that's in the room. I was late coming, but even when I was in the airport waiting for my flight that had to get rescheduled, I was getting texts from my colleagues and peers and like, where are you? We're waiting for you. And then when you walk in the room, everybody comes and there's just so much love. And that is one thing that keeps me coming back, is that relationship, that love that we hold for each other, how we hold each other up, how we celebrate each other. So this space has really meant a lot to me in terms of my path in medicine and also as a leader. When I was first in medical school, it was actually called the Canadian Aboriginal Leaders of Medicine. It was a mentorship program. And when I was in a second year of medical school is when some of my mentors that are senior to me said, we want to reestablish the organization, we want to create IPAC. And I was asked and nominated to be the first student rep on IPAC when it started as IPAC. And that really got me to start learning about what it is to be a leader, having those mentor me in that way, putting me forward. And you know, I tend to be avoid things because I'm nervous, I don't think I can do it, so I just don't put myself forward. But throughout IPAC, I've really been pushed to go up.
Being able to share this space and experience with my family has been very, very rewarding. I felt very blessed being amongst fellow Indigenous medical students, residents, and physicians, and to have my son and husband be a part of this has made this that much more rewarding and such a wonderful experience. I feel connected to people. I feel as though I belong, which is something that is so important in medicine, especially if you're coming in from a place that is not really well known, like a place like Hay River, Northwest Territories, and coming in from a culture that not a lot of people might not know much about. So it's very wonderful to have this sense of belonging and to have such amazing support from my husband and my son here. I feel as though I have a new family. I have an IPAC family, and I have beautiful memories to fall back on when times will be difficult and arduous in residency. And I just know that in the years coming forward that I can return to this family and connect and share stories and hopefully mentor and be mentored as well. Feeling as though we're supported and we're grounded and that we can be who we are and be that beautiful source of connection for others. I keep hearing time and time again that we're going into spaces where we see people that don't look like us, and we're being those faces for the next generation.